Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll just get back in the goddamn rowboat. Jesus Christ.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help!
Yes, it's that time again, and it's time to join your host Hadders in another ranked battle. And you might be getting the impression steadily that I'm only showing the ones I win and things like that, and that's not the case. Well, what it is a lot of the ones I lose tend to be quite boring. We either get completely swept over within sort of 6 to 10 minutes and then it's all over, or it really drags out. Like, you know, I mean, obviously I play a battleship, maybe a destroyer and me are left, or maybe a couple of destroyers and me, and so I'm just desperately trying to hold on to the caps while they just run rings around me, but don't get spotted because they don't want to get shot at. So yeah, they're not spectacular. There's been a couple of sort of heartbreak games, but a lot of the ones I lose tend to be, you know, pretty said and done within the first 5 minutes. Whoever loses the first destroyer or two, I'm not going to say definitely loses, but tends to do badly. Now this video isn't actually really focused on me. I mean, obviously we're going to be in my perspective. However, the destroyer I'm looking across at over there, who I've just told to be careful, is a guy called Greek Brigadier. Now, Greek Brigadier has decided to go against the curve, so to speak, and he's going to go and spot out B, while the entire rest of the team goes to A. This is a viable tactic, and what it allows you to do is you get spotting on the enemy ships, particularly if they're in a low detection ship, and you can fire across on them and they can't really get a bead on you quite as easily. It also allows you, potentially, if the enemy team does deploy all their ships to one place as well, to then sneak in and take the cap for free. And as you can see at the moment, Greek Brigadier there is, from what I can tell, on his own. There's no enemy ships, and they all seem to be coming to A as well, so maybe he'll be able to ninja the cap. In the meantime, me and the rest of the team are going to focus on these guys who are coming pretty close. I'm going to do the usual of countering destroyers in my battleship by trying to throw a few rounds at them if I can. And, you know, we're going to try and stem the advance of the enemy team, block them from capping, while we sort of try and blast a few of them away. Now, this game is actually one of the... Well, I thought it was all over. I'm not going to lie. There was a point here where I nearly gave up because we turned a pretty decent looking start into a horrendous ending. Yeah. And I don't know how. Now, what I should have done here is waited until he beached, because everyone could see he was going to beach, and then fired. But oh no, I needed to fire at him while he was a bit more broadside, because that's going to make me penetrate easier, right? When you're firing at British cruisers, you're going to penetrate them, regardless of what angle they're at to you. I think I'm rattling my camera around there in elation that I've actually been smoked. I don't tend to get smoked as often as you might think. I don't know if it's the way I play or what. Unfortunately, the destroyer there, not his fault, timed the smoke really badly, and basically hid the enemy torpedoes there until it was too late from me and the new mechs in front of me. He eats a good 2, definitely. I take 1, including flooding, I believe, which I was already quite annoyed at this point. However, it isn't all over. The cruiser on the receiving end of all our fire there is not in a good way. So, I mean, there's that. We've whittled him down. The new mechs needs to be a bit more careful, but, you know, as I say, we're not in the worst place. Again, I slightly miss aim and just don't quite do anything to him, which is a real shame, because I could have deleted him there if I'd either waited a little bit longer, or if I'd just, you know, worked out that he was probably going to turn right and go around the island. But you live and learn. Now, as I was going to say, this game does start... It's a rocky start. I thought it started well. It would appear it doesn't. It's a rocky start. The enemy have a cap. We don't have anything. you can see Greek Brigadier there having a bit of a gun duel away in the distance, and I'm thinking like, oh Jesus, not another one of these destroyers. That's just away on his own getting shot to bits, and he's just going to die. A couple of us have been hit by torpedoes. Nothing's died on the enemy team. Nothing's died on our team though, as a positive. There's smoke everywhere. It's it's a pretty shaky start, and it's not the best way to start a ranked game, particularly when everything's on the line. I think this was one of the battles. I'd just lost 1 or 2 in a row, and I was already pretty peeved. I was not best pleased, and yeah, I just thought, oh, here we go again. Anyway, the team, we start camping A, and I think, okay, maybe we can salvage this. I think we can, we can do this. It's by all means, it's not over, but once you start getting to a certain point, you start hating life. So yeah, I start blasting away at the Fuso. Everyone else seems pretty protected. I managed to bounce pretty much all of his rounds because they're only 14 inches, and I've got okay armour, and of course I overpenetrate 2, 1 smashed round and 1 bounce, because broadside Fusos just are impenetrable to 15-inch guns, which of course they're not, but with my luck they are, or they are right now. So you can see this particular game so far, I certainly haven't performed to my usual standard, and certainly not high enough for my own standards. What are we down to? We're almost 7 minutes into the game, and I've achieved 7,000 damage. Oh yeah. Now, one of the enemy battleships gets nuked by our Farragut, which is an amazing turn of events. So now we have they've only just capped B, and we've sunk a battleship. We're now ahead on points relatively strongly, and the game is sort of completely flipped, and I'm thinking, okay, now we have some breathing space. We have some space for the enemy to screw it up. The entire team has a ship in front of them there. I can blast away at these guys. I'll just sort of stay off flank as they come around this corner, and we're in a good place. Now, a Greek Brigadier over there is sort of headed back, and up until now he's been harassing the enemy destroyer, and to be fair, keeping him at bay. But he's not achieved anything truly great. Again, he's distracted the team for our team, so he's not. I'm not saying he's a bad team player, but he's been doing his own thing, and it's taken their destroyer out of the game as well. So it's technically 6v6 for the initial thing there. But yeah, he's on the way back, and he's coming a very, very safe passage indeed. He seems to be quite a ways away from the enemy, but you never know. Now, we lose our first destroyer here. I assume it was the Farragut, seeing as the Hatsu's still alive. I get a nice big volley out there, and now I'm actually starting to get things done. Losing a destroyer isn't the end of the world. However, for a battleship player like myself, losing a destroyer is a bit of a pain in the neck, because I know I can engage cruisers and absolutely dominate them. I know I can engage battleships and hurt them pretty badly. Destroyers, however, I mean, sometimes they get overconfident, but generally it's a crapshoot. 2 overpens on the Cleveland there. Love these guns. Yeah, so especially as they can hide from you, I think that's more the dangerous thing. And then we lose another 2 ships. We've lost 2 battleships in a one there. I think maybe pushing a bit too hard. And now we're 3-1 down with equal caps, and now I'm starting to really think like, oh Jesus, not this again. Not again. The salt is starting to, flow over. It's starting to get pretty serious. And you know me, I don't give up. But I'm starting to really think like, why am I still playing this game mode? Oh my god. Yeah, so we've lost nearly half our team. I mean, the enemy New Mex there is looking worse for wear. So hopefully something happens to him. But you can see all of our team almost, there's certainly the other 2 are low health. And there goes another one. We lose the Bajoni there to a battleship salvo, from what I can see. We get a kill back. And here's where it begins. Greek Brigadier kills the enemy New Mexico there. He was low on health, but he's done straight up, he's killed someone, which is handy. maybe a bit late, but you know, he's doing his best. Our other cruiser there is desperately trying to run away and not succeeding as the Fuso engages him. He's getting spammed by everything on the team. I actually do some pretty decent damage through the bow of the Fuso there, and we lose our Cleveland. So now it is just me and Greek Brigadier versus their entire team. Nearest, damn it. They've lost 2, is that battleships? Yeah, they've lost 2 battleships, but they've still got 5 guys left. So it's 5 guys against 2. I'm a battleship, so I'm going to get spammed to high heaven. Although, to be fair, I managed to bounce those rounds. Yeah, and I'm relying on Greek Brigadier here to try and do what he can and help. But yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. So Hadders at the moment is not in the best mood. Watching the enemy points tick up, thinking, oh god, they're about to ride into A as well. Real cash. Excuse me. Oh, making these commentaries is tiring. Yeah, they're about to ride into the cap, and there you go, they have ridden into the cap. And yeah, they're doing their best. Oh, look at Cleveland, broadside on. Maybe I can get him. And somehow, Greek Brigadier suddenly nukes 2 of their ships. I completely fail at nuking the Cleveland, but suddenly it doesn't all look so bad. A is still ours for now. They've now only got 3 ships against our 2. One is a cruiser, who I know that if I get some decent volleys onto, I can pretty much checkmate him. However, their destroyer is chasing Greek Brigadier. We don't want our destroyer to die. If he dies, it's definitely game over, because I can't fight a destroyer, cruiser, and a battleship all at the same time. So yeah, it's getting pretty tense. I noticed the Greek Brigadier is like right up against the island there, and I know he's used his smoke, and I'm thinking like, oh god, like, you played well, my son, but maybe not now. Please don't die, sort of thing. Now, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, so now I'm gonna. Oh, sorry, I was trying to work out who got what kills. I'm just engaging now this very overconfident destroyer. This is a case of actually an overconfident destroyer. He's riding straight at me in a battleship, and he's staying bow in, which means that if I hit him, my round will go from his bow all the way through his main sort of ship bits, and then out of his ass. So that's not what you want. It's a lot of damage to do. And Greek Brigadier gets another kill. He kills one of their cruisers. I killed the destroyer. And now, you see the camera shaking around. That is my elation, as I've realised we're going to win. There is nothing this Cleveland can do to me that will stop us from winning. I'm on 2/3 of my health. I still have 2 repairs, and he's a friggin' cruiser. He's going to die. He's right there as well. There's no way he's going to get away. And so, the Greek Brigadier almost single-handedly, in fact, pretty much single-handedly, has turned this game from a shocking defeat into a victory by just mincing everything up with his torpedoes. I get a decent volley on the Cleveland finally, and now the deal has definitely been sealed. He can do whatever he likes, but he's going to die because I'm a battleship within 7 kilometers, and he can try and run away all he friggin' wants. All I'll do is chase him down until I kill him. And so, hats off to Greek Brigadier here. He has fucking carried the team big time. Excuse my language. And yeah, it's amazing when you see a destroyer player like him that's not just throwing his life away willy-nilly. He looks like he is, but he's got a plan deep down. And he came out absolutely swinging and dominated the enemy. I get my high caliber, and Greek Brigadier is going to steal the kill off me for his Kraken. So he actually got a Kraken and a destroyer in this particular game, which is an epic effort. As I say, hats off to him. I haven't seen anything quite like it yet. It's the first one I've seen of this where one person, certainly right at the end when it's all over, has just carried that hard, and that is the end of the game. And there we have it. That was Greek Brigadier coming top in his Hatsuharu, beating me by 2 points. So I suspect maybe he might have stolen a couple of kills. We certainly saw the one at the end there, but What a great achievement, killing 5 ships in one game in a ranked battle as well, and carrying the team to victory. Where am I now in ranked? So I think this one might have got me rank 8. So I'm finally at rank 8. I'm really grinding the hell out of this. So I will be honest, I've been playing a week or so, however long it's been on, and I've barely really gone up. So I need to have a day where I just go ham. We'll see. I'll see what I can do, because I want to get to rank 1. A couple of guys in my clan have already done it. So hats off to Eclair. I'm happy for you, really. Congrats. But no, anyone that finishes the hell that is ranked, I'm happy for you, so well done, and hopefully I will join you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a nice quick run through, kept it nice and simple. Please feel free to comment on what you thought of that, and hopefully I will see you all soon.